So, this is a film which trailers I've watched countless times, which clips from the film I've watched countless times, and yet I've never watched the film. Why is that? Well, here I am to explain it to you, because my name is Ash Lynch and I have never seen Hellraiser. Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Chucky, Leatherface, just some of the names you could ring off as some of the most iconic bad guys in horror films. And you have to respect that Pinhead is up there as well. So why haven't I watched it? I've watched all the others. Why haven't I ever watched Hellraiser? I think the problems for me when it came to Hellraiser started a long time back. When I first started getting into my horror phase, I was watching anything and everything. From the good, the bad, and the Bunnyman. And Hellraiser was always a film that always got brought up. Have you seen Hellraiser yet? No. Have you seen Pinhead? No. So I start watching the trailer for it and I think, okay, that's good. But then it was hit by a curse. You see, I'm like a lot of people. I don't like being told what's going to be the next big craze. What's going to be the next big thing. So when the trailer starts and you have the quote,
"I have seen the future of horror. His name is Clive Barker."
That put me off. Because then I watch the trailer, I see it's gory, it's bloody, it's very on its own style, it's very unique. But now I'm thinking, there's too much hype from Stephen King. That's what kept me away from Hellraiser. It was too hyped up, too anticipated. I have seen the future of horror, his name is Clive Barker, put me off of watching Hellraiser. Until today. What do I think Hellraiser's about? Well, to be honest with you, as I said, I've watched a few clips. I still don't get the premise of it. I get there's a puzzle box, you've got Pinhead, there's these Cenobites. If I was going to give a guess from watching the trailer, this puzzle box is a doorway to hell and it shows you torturous things. You're now being hunted by the Cenobites, or it's just these torturous games that you have to escape from and get out of hell, or get out of the situation and close the puzzle box. That's basically the only story I can get from the trailer. Let's see how far I am with that guess. Is it close? Is it not? Do I even know what I'm talking about? We're gonna find out. So, here it is. My name's Ash Lynch. I have never seen Hellraiser. Until now. Okay, so a couple of minutes into this, we've got Pinhead and he's gone. What? Wait. Okay. No. You know what? No. What? Where? Why? Why? What? So, I've now seen Hellraiser. And the truth? It's not what I expected. It felt like a very similar situation to The Purge. Allow me to explain. When The Purge was released, everyone's thinking this hype for The Purge is that we're going to see this carnage on the streets of America. You're going to see all this nightmare of people getting murdered, robbed, killed, everything, some of the worst crimes imaginable. All this is going to happen in this night, and then you have to watching The Purge, and it turns out to be a film about a family who, during the Purge night, get terrorized by a group of people outside, and you don't get to watch the carnage on the streets. So when it came to Hellraiser, it was very similar for me. I thought I was going to watch something about a puzzle box that would open up a doorway to hell. You see all this nightmarish stuff. And it turned out to be a story about a guy who opened the puzzle box, who then managed to escape and would use his brother's wife, his mistress, to get people, to get blood, to get veins, to get muscle, to absorb all that, to get a body back and to escape hell, basically. Oh. Ew. Ah. This does have good special effects, but that's nasty. So why did I get so much of a different vibe from the trailer from the film? Because the trailer doesn't explain anything. It was that classic thing of, it doesn't tell you the story, it just shows you this is the gory shit, this is why Clive Barker's going to be the next big thing in horror, and this is why Hellraiser is a cult classic, and not a classic. Nightmare on Elm Street's a classic, Friday the 13th a classic, Texas Chainsaw Massacre's a classic, Hellraiser would be considered more of a cult classic.
Jesus wept.
And it's practically the end of the film. But what did I think about the film in general? I will happily watch that again. It's shot weirdly. You can tell it's an old film, but if I go back and watch Nightmare on Elm Street, the quality of the film, yes, okay, it's not high definition, but it's not grainy. This film is very grainy. Either that's the quality of the camera that they used to film it, I don't know, but nah, it worked. Except for the dragon. No one warned me that there'd be a dragon. But when it comes to the film, it was a good film. I would highly recommend it. I can see why people enjoy it. I can also see why people say that Hellraiser 2 is better. Maybe that's where the comparison to The Purge actually continues. Instead of just watching a small story about a guy escaping hell, you actually get to go to hell. You get to experience the nightmare world of Hellraiser, of Pinhead and the Cenobites. If you want me to watch Hellraiser 2, I think it's called Hellbound, let me know. But I've now ticked off another film of the list. I've now seen Hellraiser. What comes next? Up next is a film that I can honestly tell you I've never heard of. If you do enjoy this series, make sure you go and check out the playlist where there's so much more. Check out the whole Brief History series where I do a retrospective look on different characters. So far I've done Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. If you have any suggestions on what you want to see next, and remember, stay prepared because Rejected Season 3, the Star Wars Rejected saga, comes very, very soon. I'll be starting working on that within the week. Believe me, it's going to be fun. But until then, my name is Ash Lynch and I had never seen Hellraiser. Until next.